Hey guys, welcome back. So today's topic, remember we were talking about decimal numbers? Yes, I know, you're so boring with that decimal number things. But yes, we're going to continue talking about multiplication and division. Guys, these topics are really easy. Again, this is something that you already know. You already know how to multiply and how to divide. But today we're going to learn how to do it with decimal numbers. And we're going to learn the clue of all of this, okay? So, remember that we were talking that when we are adding, when estamos sumando, when we are adding, we need to place the decimal numbers aligned, the periods aligned, los puntitos alineados. Well, in the multiplication, we don't follow this rule, okay? What do we do? Well, when we want to multiply, we first need to order. It doesn't matter how you order this. We just start from right to left, and we're gonna say 28 and 35 hundredths. And under that, we're going to start placing our other numbers. And this is what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter in which position, in which place we. Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to the hills. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter where you place these numbers. The thing that matters is that you know where we have our start of the decimal number. What do? We start solving this operation as if it was a normal multiplication. How do we do it? Well, we start 2 times 5. It's equal to, we're gonna do it with a blue marker. Woo, got it. 2 times 5, it's equal to 10. Very good. We write a 0 and we have a 1. 2 times 3 is equals to 6 plus 1, 7. 2 times 8 is equal to, very good, 16, and we have a 1. We carry a 1. Vamos llevando un 1. 2 times 2 is equal to 4 plus the 1 that we were taking. Más el 1 que llevábamos, it's equal to 5. Very good. That is our first number. We multiply this times this times this times this and times this one. Now we're gonna go to the other one. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. Vamos a hacer exactamente lo mismo. We're going to multiply now the number 5 times every single one of those numbers. Cada uno de esos numeritos. Okay, we start with 5 times 5 equals to 25. Very good. So we place it, but we do not place it under the number 0. Remember? It's like a normal multiplication. We place it under the number 7. And we are taking number 2. Llevamos un 2. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Plus 2, 17. We have a 7 and we carry a 1. 5 times 3 is equal to 40. Very good. And 40 times 1 plus 1 is equal to 41. 1. And we have a 4. Llevamos un 4. Remember what is important in this one, that every single number that we multiply, we have to be taking it down. We have to be placing it down of the one we had before, okay? Because we need to do the addition then. So, 5 times 2 is equal to, very good, 10 plus 4, 14. So we have a 4 here and a 1. Now we need to add. Necesitamos sumar. We do an addition. 0, we just take it down. Take it down. Lo bajamos. 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So we write a number 2 and we carry a 1. 6 plus 7 is 13. Plus 1, 14. Very good. And we carry a 1. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6 plus the 1 that we were carrying is 7. What happened with these two numbers? We don't have numbers here, right? So we just take them down. Solo los bajamos. And that is going to be the resolution of our problem. Now, but we were talking about decimal numbers, right? Yes. What do we do? Well, we're going to go to this part, a esta parte de acá arriba, and we're going to see where are my periods, my dots, mis puntitos. We're going to count the spaces, and then that number of spaces, we're going to count them here so we know where our point, where our decimal point is going to be. What do I mean? ¿A qué me refiero? We're going to come here. This is the first number, or here. This is our first number, okay? We are going to count in which place the dot is. It's in the place 1, 2, 2. Now, in the other number, we're gonna do the same. 1 is just 1. And 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So this 3 is the number of spaces that I am going to count from right to left, so I know where my point is going to be in this last number. So 1, 2, 3 here, and we place our dot over there. So the answer is going to be 146 and 420 thousandths. And that's all. And that's everything. So, key points of the multiplication of decimal numbers. We do a normal multiplication as with whole numbers. And what is the difference? That at the ending, at the end, we need to count how many spaces do we have in each number of the period, of the point, so we know where in my last number my decimal point, my decimal period is going to be, that is going to be there. What will happen if this number does not give me, or if this one is not over there? Si no tenemos puntita ahí, well, that means that we are going to count just 2 spaces. What would happen if I have my period here? Well, I will count 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So my dot's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. That's the only thing that changes, guys. Eso es lo único que cambia. Pretty easy, right? Yes. Now, let's go to the division part. What do we do when we are talking about division? Well, remember that in the division we need to order. So if I am telling you to divide 46 and 25 hundredths between 7 and 5 tenths, what do we need to do first? We need to order the operation. Remember that this one is the dividend and that this one is the divisor. So we place our numbers over there. Now, here there is something really important that we need to do before doing the operation. In this part, we just ignore the decimal point. Solo ignoramos el punto decimal. But in this part, we cannot ignore the decimal point. Why? Because in the divisor, we cannot have a decimal point. But how do we take it? ¿Cómo lo quitamos de ahí? Well, pretty easy. As we did in here, it's kind of the same. We need to make this one disappear. Queremos que desaparezca, okay? From the divisor, the decimal point. It doesn't matter that if in the dividend part you have a decimal point. It doesn't matter. In this one, yes. So what do we do to delete it from them? We cannot just do this. Nosotros podemos hacer eso. No. So what do we do? Well, if we want to delete this part, we need to move our period, our point, our dot, nuestro puntito. We need to move our decimal dot to the right, a la izquierda. In this case, if we move one place here, si lo movemos un lugar a la izquierda, we need to move this one too, one place to the right. So in this part, this will disappear from here, and this one will move to the other number. Like that. Se va a mover. Now, what would happen? ¿Qué pasaría if we don't have a decimal number in the dividend? No tenemos un número decimal en el dividend, but we do have a decimal number in the divisor. What would happen over there? Well, we don't have a dot here to move. So, we count how many spaces we have. We have 1 and 2. And we add those same amount of spaces as zeros to the ending of the number that we have as a dividend. So, 1, 2, and how many numbers we're going to add? How many zeros? 2. 0 and 0. And by that, you can continue doing your division. So, let's start with let's do the first example that we had. Hagamos el ejemplo que teníamos. Let's just think that we had this one here and this one here as the example is telling us. What do? We move this to the right and this to the right. Los movemos. And how is our operation going to be? We're going to have 75, 47, like that. And by that, we can start solving our operation as a normal division, como una división normal, okay? Then that is something that you already know. Okay, so now we can solve this operation. And to make it easier, we have to be dividing by 75. So let's place the timetable of the 75 over here. Table of the 75. Why do we do this? So we can save some time. So let's focus here and let's see. How many times does this 75 fit in 472 and 5/10? Well, let's see. Does it fit in 47? No, right? What about 472? Do we have a number that is close to 472? Let's see. 75 times 7 is equal to 525. That is bigger than this one. What about 75 times 6? That is 450. So, it's going to be the number 6. Very good. But where do we place that 6? We place that number 6 on top of the number of the last number that we are picking. Imagine that we are using these 3 numbers to start. So we're going to write that 6 on top of the last number. In this case, the last number is the number 2. So we're going to write the number 6 over there. There you go. And how many is 75 times 6? 75 times 6 is equal to 450. There you go. What do we do now? We made a subtraction. Hacemos una subtracción, una resta. And how many is 2 minus 0? Is 2. 7 minus 5, it's very good, 2. And 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. What do we do now? ¿Y ahora qué hacemos? Do a number fit in the 22? No. Well, we need to take down this 5. Pero, before the number 5, we have our decimal dot. So what do we do with the decimal dot? ¿Lo traemos para abajo? No. We take it up. Lo subimos. And we place it here. And what do we do with the 5? We take it down. Lo bajamos. Now, let's look for a number that multiplied by 75 gives us a close number to 225. Let's see. It's 75 times 3. 75 times 3 is equal to 225. So, we write a number 3 here. And 75 times 3 is equal to 225. We subtract, and that is 0, 0, 0. So that means that our answer is 6 3/10. This one. Pretty easy, huh? So, what are the clue parts here? What are the key points? ¿Cuáles son nuestros puntos claves? Well, first of all, we cannot have a decimal point in the divisor. No podemos tener un punto decimal en el divisor. Second clue, how do we take it? We start moving it to the right. Lo movemos hacia la izquierda. And if we move it here, we move it here too. Next, we start solving this. Lo empezamos a resolver. And when we get to the decimal point, to the decimal dot, we take it up. Lo subimos. We put it above. Okay? And that's gonna be all, guys, for this topic, multiplication and division of decimals. I hope that you understand this topic and that it's easy for you. So, bye-bye!